Why hello you amazing beautiful people, how you doing? Welcome back to another anime openings reaction video. This one was actually voted for by all of you over on our Discord. If you're not following on the Discord, link to the Discord's in the description. We've got like 5,000 people nearly over there now. It's actually crazy. So yeah, if you want to be part of that family, the link in the description. But all of you over there voted for this opening and told me it's one I need to check out. And we've been trying to do more openings on this channel. So honestly, I'm loving all the recommendations you guys have been giving me. This one is Bleach Opening 13. So I'm going to keep this intro nice and short. Press that like button, press that subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section down below what other reactions you'd like to see. Also, make sure you subscribe, because if we hit 60,000 subscribers before June 21st, then we're going to do a subathon watching an entire arc of Naruto, so make sure you subscribe. Anyway, let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Bleach's Opening 13. I remember the opening to this one, the beginning of it. Never realized how good the bass work was though. And the drums. It's always interesting when you sort of like re-listen to these openings, you start noticing things you never noticed before. Like, yeah, I never noticed how good the bass work was in the first section of that song, and how good the drums are here too. Alright. The instrumental on this track is banging, even the guitar now. It's got like a kind of a live music feel to it, especially with like the tinniness of the drums. It sounds like I'm listening to like a live drum set. Even the vocals, now I think about it. It's a very raw opening, isn't it? There's not like mega effect or like audio effects or anything over the voice. It feels very raw, it feels very live. Oh, yeah. How could I forget this chorus, man? I remember we did the Bleach openings. I remember this. Oh, man. I really like the little quiver he had on his voice as well. What's this song? Ranbu no Melody. This is a freaking banger. This is actually a banger. For clarification, I've heard the minute 30-second long version, because obviously we've done a reaction to all of the Bleach openings. So the minute and 30-second version I've heard, but I've never heard the full version. I am already appreciating this on a whole different level to when I first ever heard the 1 minute and 30-second version. It's really interesting as well because the pacing of the song is like very fast. Like when you listen to the drums on its own, it feels like we're rushing through the track, and yet the vocals never feel like that. The vocals kind of feel like I wouldn't say chilled, but not on the same pacing as the drums. It's interesting how it works. This part's great as well, that electronic sort of sound. That's supposed to be the moon in the background. It's got like a pastel sort of art going on. One of the red things coming from his hand. Usually, right? Usually, vocals are like my main focus of a song. Now, usually that's usually what I go for, right? I hear the voices, I hear the vocals, and I sort of lean towards that. Every now and then the instrumental will sort of grab me as well. This is one of those songs. The instrumental has been fantastic. The opening bass riff was awesome. The drum work, I barely ever noticed the drum work, but the drum work is so freaking outstanding and highlighted in this track that it sounds awesome. And then the guitar solo here, everything just comes together so nicely. The singer's got an awesome tone. It's a very, very, very well put together song, and I love that they haven't put much producing effects into it, so it has a really natural live sound to it. It's a very just purely good song. It's one of those songs that you know sounds exactly the same live. When did this come out? How old is this freaking opening? How old, man? When did this come out? This is so good. Even that note, that melody note, when he just had that little quiver there, there's something really nice about this. There's something really special about this opening. I can't quite explain, but it just feels talented. It feels like it's just a very well-made song. I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised with this one. Big time. This is Bleach, right? All the music from Bleach is great, right? But I haven't really checked out many of the full openings. Actually, I don't know how many I've checked out. I've checked out a bunch of Bleach OSTs, because the OSTs are incredibly popular. But openings, we haven't really sort of delved into the full openings, which we're doing that a lot more at the moment, if you've noticed on this channel. We're checking out a lot more of the full openings. We're trying to give openings a lot more love. Recently, a few people were telling me that they would love me to check out older openings, so that's sort of what we've been trying to do. Because a lot of older anime openings just get neglected or ignored, and it's true. I mean, if you think about the reaction scene, on YouTube, the anime reaction scene is still fairly new. The oldest anime reactors, been doing it for 10 years. I'm probably one of the newest, I would say, and I've been doing it for 3 years now. Reacting to anime for 3 years. I've only been reacting to anything for 3.5 years, so I'm a fairly new channel. So that's what I mean. The whole scene is pretty new, which basically means that a lot of the channels, myself included, usually gravitate towards the newer ones because that's what everyone's recommending, because they're new and they're relevant and they're out now. So the older ones do get neglected a little bit. And there's so many good old ones. There's so many. So a lot of you have been recommending a bunch of older ones, been checking out a lot more old school ones, and I've really been enjoying it. So keep the recommendations coming, and hopefully we can just keep picking up on ones that other people just seem to be missing. And Bleach, I wouldn't say is one of those, right? It is and it isn't. Bleach is definitely an older sort of anime, but it's not an old anime. And the music is incredibly popular, as the anime is too. But still, it's one of those openings that, I don't know, maybe gets missed. I don't know. I have to say, this was surprising. It's not what I expected. When I think of all the Bleach openings, the fact that this one was the one recommended, actually, it kind of makes sense. It's definitely a catchy one. I remember it from when we did the reaction to the Bleach openings video. But what makes this one stand out for me is what usually would make it just not stand out. It is that it just sounds so normal, but in a good way. It sounds stripped down and raw. The drum sounds tinny and realistic. The guitar solo sounds it basically sounds like it could be a live performance. If there was a live video on my screen, I wouldn't think anything of it. I would assume that is the genuine sound from a live stage performance, which is crazy when you think about it, but it did. It sounded raw and natural. The drums, the bass, the guitar, the vocals, everything sounded so perfectly stripped down. And it is literally because of all those things that made me end up loving it. Is amazingly simple, which makes it brilliant. And I don't know if that sounds like I'm being mean, but I'm not. I mean that in the best way. The fact it just sounds like a simple, awesome freaking rock song is what made me love it. The fact it sounds so raw, real, and talented is what made me love it. It's a fantastic freaking opening. It's just classically brilliant. What an awesome opening, man. I'll leave a link to the video I just reacted to in the description. Let me know what other openings you want me to check out as well. And if you like this reaction, please like and subscribe. And I guess that's it from me, my friends. I want to check out more from Bleach. Bleach has some of the best music in anime, it has to be said. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves an amazing day. And as always, my friends, you right there will see me in the next video.